Hey guys, it's Brit. I'm starting a whole new series and I'm going to call it the 1 week challenge. Each season is going to start out a little bit different, but this week's challenge is going to start with me with these low tier neons. Anybody, and I mean anybody in Adopt Me could get these low tier neons. All you have to do is follow all my tips so you can make these low tier neons and get started. We're going to trade for 1 week and we're going to see what kind of inventory we end up with. I'm planning on giving this inventory away to one of you guys. So I know since this is the first episode, you guys have all kinds of questions, and so I want to try to answer them for you. So the first question is, am I going to continue with my Brie challenge where I'm trading for a year? And the answer is definitely yes. Also, I get asked all the time in the comments if I'm going to continue or when I'm going to post about Daphne designs, and I'm definitely working on that, so I will definitely be posting soon. Alright, so I already had a bunch of eggs on this account because all I do is log in and I collect the lures. And then I gave my alt these low tier neons so we could start trading. Guys, there really are no rules. If we want to age up pets and we want to make some more neons, then we're going to do that. If we want to hatch eggs, we're going to do that. We're going to do whatever, but we're going to be trying to get a better inventory. I have so many of you guys ask me if I can change your inventory or if I can do a transformation on your inventory. And sometimes I even have people ask me if I can do the common to legendary on their account, and so this is just a way for you to win free pets. So if you want to be able to win the pets at the end of this challenge, then you definitely need to be watching all the videos for it. So really I've just been running around and I've been trying to hatch this egg and kind of look at people's profiles to see if we want to trade anybody. That server hardly had anybody on it, and so I'm going to pick a server and I'm going to go to a new one. The cherry blossom event is going on right now, and so we're definitely going to take advantage of that, but it's only going to be going on for a couple more days. So I'm not sure how many cherry blossoms we're actually going to be able to collect. I also already had this 12,000 bucks on this account, and so we're definitely going to be able to spend that if we want to. So I feel at this point I just want to run around and I kind of want to check out people's profiles, and I just want to see if anyone has anything I think we could trade for. And really I'm kind of looking to trade these neons for legendary pets or some kind of pets that I think will actually be easier to trade. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually kind of excited that the cherry blossom event is almost over. I definitely feel like my trading has gone downhill since the cherry event has started. I know a lot of you guys like to trade in these rich servers or these semi-rich servers, but I really don't like to. I just like AdoptMe to pick my server, and I just have the best luck. And I know we would have even better luck if we were on just a regular server right now, because all kinds of people would really want these neons that we have. Most of these profiles of these people that I'm checking out, they actually want really high tier pets that we do not have, and they're not really looking for these low tier neons that I have. Alright, so at this point, like I told you, I really just need to try to get some legendaries. It doesn't really matter what they are, guys, because definitely if we could trade one of these neons or even two of these neons for another, or for a legendary, we would probably be moving on up. I love it when people fill out their profiles like this, because this person is giving me so much information about them. They're telling me the most important things, what kind of pets they're looking for, and they're also telling me what pets they have for trade. And guys, definitely you can look at someone's profile and see the pets that they actually are wanting, and it really tells you do they really cute pets? Do they like old pets? Do they like exotics? And then it also really helps you when you can see their trade history. When you look at someone's trade history, you want to see how close to values it is when they actually do the trade. Because there's a lot of people, and I know you guys are a lot of them, that actually just use happy values. And happy values is definitely the kind of person that we're looking for right now when we're trying to trade these. Honestly, none of these pets is super good. I mean, they're okay, but there's not a lot of people looking for these pets right now that we have. Okay, so I saw this person and I asked to trade them, and they had this fly ride pink cat. It's not a legendary, but this pet will get all kinds of overpays. Most people just love the pink cat. This pink cat is only an uncommon, but guys, everybody loves this pet. I mean, maybe not everybody, but most people just absolutely love it. I don't exactly know what the values are saying on this right now, but I'm just trying to throw all kinds of stuff at them because I really want this pink cat. Some people just cannot pass up all kinds of neons. So we threw all our neons at them, and guys, we threw these royal eggs eggs at them too. If you guys watch any of my other videos, then you know I'm almost absolutely horrible at hatching eggs lately. Like, I just have not been getting anything good. Okay, so after I added all this in, they said, I'm not really sure, but I could do it for this pet. And I'm like, okay, well, what is this pet? And it's a Flyride Frostclaw. You guys know I don't really care for this pet. Like, it's okay, but it's kind of like a lower tier, like legendary. And I know this one's Flyride, so that probably takes up the value like a little bit, but people aren't really looking for this pet, or there's not very many people looking for this pet, so we don't want to trade all these neons for it. And this person did not want to trade us their Flyride pink cat, so this trade did not go through. Alright, so now I'm just going to look for a legendary that we can try to offer for. I saw this person and they had an ancient dragon, and you can actually still hatch that out of the eggs. It's not like the best legendary, but it's still like an okay legendary. I think people still like really like the ancient dragon. So I'm just going to put a neon in and then some eggs and see if they'll take it. I would love to just be able to trade like one neon for it, but maybe I'll like add like 2 neons. As soon as I added in my offer, they actually changed out the ancient dragon and added some other pets. This honestly was probably like a pretty fair offer, but I'm just going to pass on it because I don't really know what we can get just yet. And again, please, please, please let the trading go back to how it was before this cherry blossom event started, like at the end of this event. I really want to go back to my regular servers where people actually think these low tier neons are like worth something, or they actually want them. I mean, have you guys ever checked out somebody's profile? It's like everybody wants exactly the same pets all the time. And thank goodness that AdoptMe actually added these profiles that we can fill out. Guys, how did we ever trade without these things? We still haven't even done one trade, but I am still trying to age up these or hatch these eggs. And I'm just really, really hoping that I can hatch something, anything good. I would love to get a legendary out of one of these eggs. I'm also really thankful that some people have this sleeping bag and they'll pop it up, or this little tent, and they'll pop it up around this area so I can actually do some of my task without leaving. All right, so I headed home so I could hatch this egg, and what am I gonna get? I got a camel, guys. So far, I've actually hatched an ant and a camel, and that is not too good. But we're gonna pull out another egg, and we're gonna see if we can hatch a legendary. So then I headed back to the AFK zone, so at least we can collect cherry blossoms, because we can buy pets with those. And then I checked out so many profiles, trying to find somebody that we could actually trade and offer for one of their pets. A bunch of these profiles of the people that I'm actually looking at are already in trade, so sometimes I'll go out and I'll spectate the trade and just see what they're trading. Part of the problem is I don't even really know what I'm looking for. All I know is I just really want to upgrade this inventory that I have for you guys. So I finally found somebody that wasn't in a trade that I actually wanted to trade that had a fallow deer. I thought that maybe I could add some of these neons into the trade and they would actually trade this fallow deer to me, but I wasn't sure. A lot of people absolutely love the fallow deer and they might not even want to trade it, but this person that I found actually had good pets and then other lower tier pets, so I thought maybe they might do it for these low tier neons. But then this person said that they're only trading for pets that they're actually looking for. So I had to tell them, I don't think I have any of the pets you're looking for. And guys, just so you know, you probably already figured this out, but it's really easy to trade for your dream pets when you have really good megas and neons. What's not really easy is kind of changing your inventory or transforming your inventory from not so great pets to good pets. You just have to be a lot more patient when you're trying to transform an inventory. And that's exactly why I make these videos, just to help you. Because everybody starts out with pretty bad pets in AdoptMe. But the whole goal is to change that inventory into something good. And can you imagine how different AdoptMe would be if there were no values and we were all just trading on happy values? Okay, so then I found this person and they actually have some legendaries that we could try to trade for, and then I see this neon sweetheart rat, so I kind of wanted to offer for it. The thing with the sweetheart rats is because the value used to be a lot higher, I mean right when they just came out, and then the value has kind of dropped on them, but I have a feeling that the value is going to go back up, and so that's the kind of pet I want to try to get now. The only problem is that if someone actually has a neon sweetheart rat, then they probably really like the sweetheart rat, so it might be harder to trade with them. If I really wanted a neon sweetheart rat because because that was one of my dream pets, then probably what I should try to do is trade one of these lower tier neons for 4 sweetheart rats and then make my own neon. And the reason for that is because the sweetheart rat just by itself, like a regular one, the value is going to be a lot lower than like a one that's already made and that's a neon. And honestly, that's really how I got rich in Adopt Me. I mean, I'm definitely not one of the richest players in the game, but I have a pretty good inventory like on my main account, and I really got there from making my own neons. Also, I'm like a crazy grinder anytime there's an event because I can get free pets and then I can make my own neons or megas. So I traded this person that had this neon sweetheart rat because I wanted to try to offer. So I actually added in 3 of the low tier neons that I have, and then I added in an egg, and I was like really hoping that they would take my offer. Then they said it's not a bad offer, but I really like this rat, which is what I was worried about. So then I checked out a bunch more profiles, and I even went out to spectate some trades. I saw that this person was actually trading a cabbit, and so I really wanted to offer for that cabbit. At this point, even if we add our whole inventory in, we're going to be under for this cabbit, but it would definitely get overpaced, and if someone would trade us one, it would be so awesome. So I sent a trade request to her so I could offer for her cabbit, and I asked her if I could offer for her cabbit, and then I put in a bunch of our neons. I was really hoping for that cabbit, but they actually put in an alicorn and a frostclaw, so I asked her if I could offer for her alicorn. Then I kept in way too many neons to be trading for this alicorn, and guys, we actually overpaid for this alicorn. I mean, the good news is I'd rather have this alicorn than these neons, these low tier neons, mostly because the alicorn is actually really cute and it's a legendary. I think the only reason that people don't like the alicorns is because you can still get them out of the eggs, although not me because I never get legendaries out of the eggs. But as soon as that pet goes out of game, I definitely think the value is going to shoot way up. So like I said, I definitely overpaid for this alicorn, but guys, you're not going to believe what we get from it. So after that trade, I definitely update my profile. Guys, I always keep my profile up to date. The profile is so important in trading. And it's even really important when you don't have a very good inventory like me right now. So at this point, I'm just running around this AFK zone and I'm clicking on people and I'm checking out their profiles, and it's starting to become clear that I keep clicking on the same people and looking at the same profiles over and over again. I'm really thinking about switching servers again. So then I saw this person and they have a great inventory, but they also have like a mega or like a neon parakeet, a neon mouse. So I thought maybe they just appreciate like neons in general. So I check on my inventory just to see like what else I have and like to see if maybe I could offer for like their pig or something. So I went back and found him and I was actually yeah, I think I'm gonna offer for this pig. If you look, they're actually making some low tier neons right now. Like that's what they're saying their progress is in their profile. So maybe they'll want some of our pets. So I traded her, but she actually put in this Cupid dragon, but I just said, hi, can I offer for your pig? It's one of my dream pets, which guys, it is. I really like the pigs. I actually have too many dream pets to even count. So like when I say that about pretty much any pet, I'm being honest. So then I put in this alicorn, and then I put in the 3 other neons that I have left. And then she said, I wouldn't give my pig for that. I'm so sorry. And I can't blame her because I definitely wouldn't trade my pig for that either. But at least we tried. Then this next trade, I have no idea if this was an actual good trade or not. I feel like really only time's gonna tell. But I traded this person and I asked him if I could trade him for the new moth that just came out. Because at this point, I definitely don't have enough cherry blossoms to even buy one of them. And when you guys took my poll, a bunch of you said this was your favorite pet out of the cherry blossom event. So I actually offered them my neon snowcat. I feel like if this moth was actually a legendary, it would be worth so much more. And I didn't think that values were going to be out on this moth yet, so I didn't even check. And then when I went to look at values, guys, after this trade, I was like, oh my gosh, I made a very bad decision. Values showed this pet like not very good at all, but it's one of my favorite pets from the event. At this point, I can't even tell if I'm downgrading my inventory or if I'm actually upgrading it. But I go ahead and I update my profile, and I really hope that I find someone to trade that likes really cute pets like I do. So I saw this person, and they actually have this ride ram in their profile, and so I definitely wanted to try to offer for it. People absolutely love the ram, and it's not worth like too much, so maybe we can offer for it. So guys, again, I really didn't think the values were going to be out on this moth, and so I thought like it was a sure bet that I could add it to trades and people weren't going to be able to look up the value. But either this person already knows or they just don't like these moths because they just declined the trade. So I'm still checking out people's profile. I'm actually trying to pick like other like maybe like pretty good good like neons, but they aren't legendaries, and see if I can offer for some of those. I saw this person's profile and they actually had a neon warthog, which isn't worth like that much. And then they also had this neon hamster, and so I was hoping that we could try to offer our pets for those pets. I usually think it's always a good idea to have like pets in mind that you're looking for, because it's going to make this like whole thing like a lot easier, but I just don't, and I just keep checking out these people's profiles and trying to pick pets that I think like I could get overpays for possibly. So I'm gonna try to trade for this neon hamster and this neon warthog and just like keep my fingers crossed and just hope that this trade goes through. When I traded this person, they just started adding in like a bunch of vehicles, which I'm not really sure why, because I don't really feel like there's a lot of people that like to trade for vehicles. Maybe I'm wrong. So then I just added in that alicorn and that moth, and then these 2 neons that I have left, just hoping that they're gonna take this trade. I probably shouldn't have said like this is about all I have, but I did, and they could easily go check out my profile and see that I really don't have any other pets. Then they told me no thank you and thanks for offering. And maybe what I should have done is just offered for the hamster, and then maybe the trade would have gone through, but it didn't. So then I had this person trade me, and they just put in these like, I think they're the Toxic Kai Jr., if that's how you say it. And they said that they wanted to offer for our moth. And really, I think these pets are like pretty cool, but it doesn't really do me any good unless I have like 4 of them and I can make a neon, or that's what I'm thinking at this point. And I really like this moth. Like I really think it's cute, and I'm hoping that other people will like it. So I went to check out their profile to see if there was any other pet that they had that maybe I would take for this, but it just seemed like they had a lot of those like Kai Juniors that come from this box right now, and so I just wasn't interested in this trade. I did ask them if they had anything else, and I had kind of looked at their profile, but they added this puma, and I just didn't want to trade the moth for that. Then I teleported to my house so that I could hatch this egg so we could see what we get, and we got a... Oh my gosh, guys, we got a swordfish. I'm telling you, I just have the worst luck. Then I tried to offer for another cabbit, and they did not like my offer. Then I saw this person, and they actually had that Gaelic Fae, and I think those are so cute. So I asked them if it was for trade, and they said yes, and so then I started putting in all my pets again. I really didn't think this trade was going to go through, but I added my alicorn and my moth and the 2 neons that I still had. Then they asked me if I had any other pets like to put in the place of the cat, like the neon cat that I just added. And I was like, oh no, they are not going to take my offer. So I took out the neon cat, and I actually added this swordfish, and then I added just some pet eggs. And I even added this camel and this ant. And then I just said, these are my other pets. So then after they looked at all my pets, she said that she could actually do it for the cat and the swordfish. Guys, I'm not a big fan of the swordfish, and I could easily make a neon cat if I wanted to. And I could even make a neon show pony. But this Gaelic Fae actually cost Robux, and I think it's so cute, and I think we might be able to get an overpay for it. So she said she would do the trade, but is she just trolling? So she accepted on the first trade window. And guys, if this trade goes through, all we're really going to have is an ant and a camel and this Gaelic Fae and some eggs. And guys, they accepted. We just got a Robux pet for all those low tier neons that we started out with. I'm actually really excited about that trade. So I put that all into values, and honestly, we did upgrade like a little bit. But as far as like high demand pets go, we definitely upgraded from our low demand pets. And for some reason, my profile was like glitching out, and it was still saying that we had that moth and that neon cat, but we don't actually have them anymore. So I told you that I've been using this account like it's one of my alt accounts, and I just checked the lure on it, but I do collect like things from time to time, so I do actually have some like stickers to trade, so I'm actually going to put those in my profile. I like never trade stickers. I mean, sometimes I get a sticker like from trades, so I don't know anything about them. So I actually told you there was going to be a chance for you to win this inventory when I'm done, like at the end of the week. I mean, I won't be posting videos every day, but when we end this like season or whatever, then you could have a chance to win this inventory. So what I need you to do is I need you to watch all the videos, and on this video, I need you to comment down below with your Roblox username so I know you watched the first episode. And then I need you to tell me if you think that we have upgraded our inventory so far or not, or if you would have rather had all those low tier neons instead. And that's the end of day 1. It's day 2 of our weekly challenge. If you guys remember from day 1, we actually got this awesome trade where we got this Gaelic Fae. I absolutely love this pet, and I'm so happy that we got it, but now we don't have like any pets. I traded away everything except for this camel and this ant, and then we have these eggs to hatch, and you guys know I don't have very good luck hatching eggs. But that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do today if we want to get anything else good. So I was just checking out some profiles to see if there was anyone we could trade, and we actually got this trade. I put in this Gaelic Fae because really it's the only good pet that I have. At first they put in this red hamster, but they quickly took it out, and then they put in this gingerbread reindeer, and then they put in a skunk, and then a moon rabbit, and I think all of those pets are pretty cute, but they're definitely not worth as much as the Gaelic Fae. So my only choice was to take it out and try to put in eggs and these two pets, the camel and the ant that we had, and they declined. And this is exactly why I need to work on hatching these eggs as quick as possible. Hopefully we'll get a legendary, but I don't know with my luck. I found this person that was actually looking for Gaelic Fae, so I was really hoping that maybe if we traded them, we could get an overpay for it. But by the time I was ready to trade them, they were actually already in a trade, so I decided to spectate the trade. So I looked at the trade, and then I went out to look at the person that they were trading, like their profile. Then I went back to their profile, and I waited for the longest time, and they were still in this trade, and they were actually just like chatting like new best friends like in this trade. I ran around and looked at more profiles and tried to do any task on this egg that popped up. Then I went back to this person and they were still in that trade and they were just talking and talking, so I decided to just go home and finish aging up this egg. I hatched this egg and I got an ant. Are you kidding me? So now I can add that ant to my profile and I'm just gonna pull out another egg to hatch. Then I was hatching this egg and I seriously hatched an orangutan. It would at least be nice if we could get 4 of the same pet so we could try to make a neon. Then back to my house to do more tasks for this egg, and we got another orangutan, so be careful what you wish for. Well, I don't see us getting anything good for these pets yet, so we're going to have to pull out another egg to hatch. Anytime my egg doesn't have a task, I actually go to the AFK zone just to hang out so we can collect cherry blossoms, and I got this trade this person wanted to offer for my Gaelic Fae. I know what I traded to get this thing, and I know that these pets are actually under for the Gaelic Fae, so I definitely want to keep my pets before I trade them away for these. Then to the school to hatch another egg, and what are we going to get this time? I hatched a mouse, which I guess is different than the other pets that I hatched, but now we're going to have to pull out just another egg and see what we can get. And then I hatched this egg and I got a parakeet, and I guess that's our ultra rare. So now I just need to add it to my profile. And guys, this is actually what my profile looks like now. Remember I said I had a bunch of stickers like on this account that I've just been collecting from the lure and from just different events. The stickers just help to fill up my profile so it doesn't look so empty. And then I hatched another one of these eggs and I got another orangutan. I don't really see myself making a neon orangutan, but I guess you never know. Then I was hanging out in the server and it was completely empty, but I was just sitting in the AFK zone like I just left my computer on. And when I looked around, this person actually had a mega cabot. And this was just so cute and mesmerizing. I mean, seriously, could this be any cuter? I want to make a cabot so bad right now after seeing that one, but we are never going to get one with these pets that we have. So I hatched another egg, and guys, we got another ant. I don't really have much. I mean, we have this Gaelic Fae and we have these like really low tier pets that we're getting, and we're going to have to get 4 of one of them so we can make a neon, so we can try to move up, or so we can try to trade up. So I hatched another egg and I got another mouse. I feel like you guys probably didn't believe me when I told you, like, seriously, I have been hatching the worst pets out of eggs lately. I don't know if we would have better luck if we were using like the garden egg or the moon egg or something like that, but all I want to get now is just a legendary. So then I hatched another egg, and guess what I got? I got a poodle. The poodle is probably the best pet that we have actually hatched from one of these eggs. You would think with all the eggs that I've hatched so far that I definitely would have got a legendary by now, but I guess not. We still don't have 4 of any of these pets, so I'm going to hatch another egg. I don't have that many eggs left, so I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do, and I hatched a swordfish. So I'm gonna hatch one more pet egg because that's all we have, and then I think we have like 2 cracked eggs to try and hatch. This is my last pet egg, and what am I gonna get? I got another mouse and then another mouse, so that makes 4, so now we can make a neon. And I actually think that the neon mouse is pretty cute, but they're pretty hard to trade. And the last egg that we have is a poodle. So I hope you guys will believe me the next time when I tell you I'm really bad at hatching eggs. So I tried to find like a really busy server that we can try to trade these pets away. I don't really want to trade this Gaelic Fae because it's the only good pet that we have, but I'm not really sure if we're gonna get any offers for these other pets that we have. I'm thinking that I'm just going to try to offer for like a legendary because I would just love to have a legendary pet. I traded this person and I asked them if I could offer for their winged horse, and I just put in every single pet that I had, besides the Gaelic Fae, of course. And guys, I definitely did not think that they were going to accept this trade. I was just trying, and I was really hoping that this person would feel bad for us and we would get lucky. And this person was really kind about it. They were just like, no, thank you, but thank you for offering and have a good day. I absolutely love these profiles and I love being able to look at other people's profiles, but a lot of times it just makes me think like, oh my gosh, how did they get all those pets? Okay, so since I tried to offer for that fly ride winged horse, I was thinking, okay, we need to aim a little bit lower and see if we can offer for a different legendary. So I traded this person and I asked them if I could actually offer for the rosy maple moth, and they declined before I could even put all my pets in. Then I found this person and they actually have this owl bear. I'd probably have better luck if I offered for, say, like the golden griffin or something if I'm like set on getting this legendary, but I'd much rather offer for something else that would be easier to trade. But at this point, I really just want to get something good and I really don't want a golden griffin, but that might have to be what I end up doing. I just haven't quite figured it out. I mean, we did get that Gaelic Fae and I never thought that that would happen, so who knows. This person was very patient with me and did let me add all these pets in, but then shortly after they declined. Okay, so I'm moving from owlbear and this person actually has a kitsune, so I'm going to try to offer for that. If you guys have noticed, I keep trying to offer for these like ride or fly pets, and that's mostly because they're just going to be a little bit easier to trade when you're talking about these low tier pets. Okay, so this person accepted our trade, and then I asked them if I could offer for their kitsune, and then I started adding in all my pets, and then they said no thank you, but they said, could I add for your Gaelic Fae? And I just really didn't want to trade the Gaelic Fae at this point. Like, I don't think this person had anything on their profile that I really wanted for the Gaelic Fae. Plus, I don't know if you guys are like me, but sometimes I don't even like to look at offers. Like, I don't even want to be tempted to trade one of my pets because sometimes I can be tempted. A lot of times on my main account, I'll have people say, oh, can I offer for this? And I'm say it's not for trade. And then they say, well, can you just look at my offer? And then I'm always like, no, thank you. And it probably seems so rude to them, but it's not. It's just because, yes, I can be tempted and I don't want to be. I definitely wish I could be more like the people that like don't have favorite pets, I guess. And they can just trade away like everything, like no matter what, like just based on value. So then I found this profile and this guy or this person said only for spin the wheel. So we'll come back to this profile, but eventually I'm going to trade this person and just see if I can play spin the wheel. Guys, spin the wheel is like probably always a scam. And the truth is, even if it isn't, you just really will never know. So it's best to just not play, but I mean, all I have is this Gaelic Fae, which I'm not going to show them that I had. I actually took it out of my profile because I was tired of people like trying to trade just for that. Or I mean, like once I put all my pets in the trade, then they would look at my profile and see that I had the Gaelic Fae, so then they'd say like, can you switch it for the Gaelic Fae? And I just didn't want to do that. Then I traded this person and I just tried to do the method where you just put in pets. You don't really say anything. You just like put your pets in. People do that to me all the time, and guess what? They declined immediately or almost immediately. So back to this person that plays spin the wheel, I decided to try to trade them, and then I just started putting in a bunch of pets, and then I said to play spin the wheel, and then they said I can't spin those pets, and then they declined the trade. And guys, my pets aren't even good enough for spin the wheel. Then I saw this person, they had a legendary lunar moon bear, and I was like, okay, that might be a step down from the kitsune, so I'm going to try to offer for that, and they declined. So I definitely know that making like the low tier neons is like a much better method than just trying to like trade away all these like low tier pets. So I feel like I definitely just proved that with all these trades. And if you don't think I tried it enough, here's a couple more examples where I tried to just add in a bunch of pets and then I got declined. So I really need to change what I'm doing. And guys, I've been collecting these cherry blossoms. And if you remember, I have saved up a bunch of bucks on this account just from opening lures. So I decided to head over to that robot and actually put in like 500 bucks at a time and see what we're going to get from that. This is another reason that I love to have alt accounts and I love to have like money saved up or bucks saved up, because there's always like an opportunity to be able to spend it. Like at the Christmas event when you could actually buy like more gingerbread for your like bucks every day. But anyways, back to this robot and spending our 500 bucks, we can get like some more eggs so we can try to hatch those, and my favorite thing to get out of them is actually the age up potions. I've spent a bunch of bucks like on my alt accounts that I have just trying to get age up potions so I can age up pets faster. We can also get the tiny age up potions, which are okay. And then we can get some cherry blossoms so we can actually try to buy some pets like with the cherry blossoms that we get. And I'm actually fine with spending all my bucks on this account because I have so many other alt accounts and I'm only doing this trading challenge for 1 week. So after this, we'll have to decide like what kind of pets are we going to buy from the cherry blossom event. We really don't have that many cherry blossoms and it would be really nice to get like 4 of one pet so we could try to make a neon. So I told you guys that I'm going to be like giving the pets away that I actually get on this account like at the end, but I need you to comment down below with your Roblox username, and I have 2 questions that I need you to answer for this video. The first one is like, what is your favorite pet from the cherry blossom event? Okay, so I spent as many bucks as I possibly can at this robot. So we need to figure out like what we got from it. I know we got like 2 age up potions and then we got some like of the mini age up potions, but I already had like a bunch on this account, but we can always use those. We got 96,000 like cherry blossoms that we can spend on pets. We got 6 pet eggs and 6 more royal eggs that we can try to hatch. We can always make a neon mouse, and then we can always try to like maybe trade for poodles and make a neon poodle. And then I really want to go check out the pets like at the cherry blossom event so we can see like which one can we afford. I told you that I really want to make like a neon, but all of these seem like really pretty expensive for how many cherry blossoms we have. The only one that we could definitely buy is this bacon Nako and we can make a neon, but I feel like everyone has done that. So I think I'm going to buy these boxes and maybe try to get like the Kai Juniors. I think that this is one of my favorite pets from the event and we can actually buy like quite a few boxes. So this first one we got was the Kai Junior, and I feel like we're probably like we should try to get 4 of those so we can try to make a neon. I actually love the color of these pets, but I especially love that one, like the Kai Junior, like the one that's like the, I don't know, is it like common or uncommon? And I think it looks super cool as a neon. So we got this toxic Kai Junior, but we need to try to get like the regular Kai Juniors. It would be awesome if we actually got a legendary, but knowing my luck, I just don't really see that happening. So after opening like 6 boxes, we actually got 4 of the Kai Juniors so we can make a neon, and then we got 2 of the toxic Kai Juniors so we can try to trade those. I need to update my profile so at least it shows that we now have these toxic Kai Juniors to trade. And then I'm going to work on these Kai Juniors because I'm not sure if I'm going to get to the mouse, but I'm going to age up these Kai Juniors so I can make a neon to be able to trade it. Hopefully these will go pretty fast so we can get it traded. I only have 7 days to transform this inventory, so I'm really hoping that I can get whoever wins this like some really good pets. I already feel like that Gaelic Fae is like pretty awesome, and so whatever we can add to it will just be like a bonus. This event ends like pretty soon, and so I want to try to, like maybe I can add to the cherry blossoms and be able to try to buy some other pets, like not just these Kai Junior boxes or whatever they're called. So I went back to the AFK zone and then I was checking out profiles, and then I found this person and they actually have this neon ride ermine, and I was like, I wonder if they would actually take our like toxic Kai Juniors for that. So I sent them a trade request and then I asked them if I could offer for their neon ermine. Their ermine isn't like a great pet, but a lot of people really like these, and they especially like the neons or the megas. And you really never know with like the pets that come out, like if other people are going to like find a lot of value in them. If you've opened a bunch of those boxes, you know these toxic Kai Juniors are actually like really easy to get, and so are just the regular ones. So I feel like there's probably a lot of them out there, like a lot of people already have these pets. But I would love to turn this into like a neon that would be like a little bit easier to trade than say like the mouse. But they declined the trade. So now my main focus is just to stay in this AFK zone like anytime my pet doesn't have task. Actually what I've been doing is I've kind of been letting the tasks like build up until there's 5, because you can only get 5, and then I'll go out and I'll finish up those tasks and then I'll come back to the AFK zone. I'm not really sure if I'm going to even trade this Gaelic Fae away at this point because it's a pretty good pet to like give away to one of you guys. And I told you I took it off my profile so no one even knows that I have it in my inventory, but I will definitely offer if I find a pet that's like better. So at this point, I'm just going to age up these Kai Juniors as fast as I possibly can, and I might use age up potions, and I might use like the little tiny age up potions as well. This event actually ends like really soon, this cherry blossom event, so I'm not going to be able, I'm going to only have like a day or 2 to actually be able to collect any more cherry blossoms. And then I'm going to focus on aging up these Kai Juniors. And that's the end of day 2. It's day 3 of our weekly challenge. If you remember from the last episode, we actually got a Gaelic Fae and all the other pets that we have are not very good. We hatched a bunch of eggs. We're making this neon Kai Junior. And I'm definitely going to be using like the mini age up potions and any age up potions I get to age up these pets because I only have 1 week for this challenge. Usually I definitely only use them on ultra rares and legendaries, but like I said, we only have 1 week to change this inventory. And remember, I'll be giving away this inventory at the end of the week or all 7 episodes. So be sure to comment down below with your Roblox username and answer any questions I ask. Here's a little look at our inventory so far. This is not a new account for me, it's one of my alt accounts, and so with the login rewards I actually got a diamond egg, and so we're going to use that in the challenge as well. Here's how I have my profile set up. I don't have that Gaelic Fae on there because at this point I don't really want to trade it. I'm trying to work so hard on aging up these Kai Juniors because I just want to make a neon so that I can move forward and try to trade it and get a better inventory. Remember, I got these age up potions and these like mini age up potions or miniature ones. I got those from that. It's like a robot vending machine or something like that, and we're going to definitely take advantage and age up these pets. This is my first trade of the day, and this person put in a vehicle. I definitely don't want a vehicle, guys. But once they realized I wasn't going to offer, they just declined. This is towards the end of the cherry blossom event, so I definitely want to spend my cherry blossoms, and I've been trying to collect as many as possible by going out to the game and playing and sitting in the AFK area. I check out the pets to see if there's anything that I can buy, and I'm recording this actually after the event's over, so it's easy to say like, oh, I should have bought that pet or something like that. But at this point, like, I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but I decided to open some more of these Kai Junior boxes. I'm really hoping that I get a legendary, especially the Scorching Kai Junior. But I actually think that all of these pets are really cute, and it's probably one of my favorites like from the cherry blossom event. And these boxes only cost like 12,000 cherry blossoms. So we're actually able to open it and hopefully get at least enough pets to be able to make neons so that we can trade them. It looks like I'm just opening up a bunch of the like regular Kai Juniors, and then a couple of times I've got this toxic Kai Junior. We already have a couple of those, so maybe we'll have enough at the end of this that I can actually make a neon. I haven't got any of the legendary ones, but let's check out and see like what Kai Juniors we have now. It looks like I have enough to make 2 of the neon like regular Kai Juniors, and then I only have 3 of the toxic ones. At this point, I've added up some bucks, so I definitely want to go back over to that robot and try to spend them. If I was doing this challenge for longer than a week, there's no way that I would spend all of my bucks on this, but this is a really easy way to hopefully, well, we'll get like eggs or we'll get age up potions. I mean, hopefully we get a bunch of age up potions. I'm definitely going to be like hatching these eggs, and because I've had the worst luck, honestly, like just not the best pets come out of these eggs right now. I think I'm really ready for AdoptMe to like update that and have different pets come out of like the pet egg and the cracked egg. But anyways, maybe we're due for a legendary because it would be so awesome to get a legendary pet out of one of these eggs. Honestly, for a 1 week challenge, I really feel like that was like bucks well spent. After that, I want to update my profile. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be interested in this aura energy or whatever it's called. It's like some sort of pet wear. I think it's like shoes. And it says that it's so rare, but honestly, guys, I've got this on a couple of my alts and on my main account already, so I'm not sure how rare it really is. I did a lot of grinding and I used a bunch of the age up potions, and so now we're ready to make this neon Kai Junior. Of all the Kai Juniors, I think this one's my favorite color, and I think they're really cool as neons, and I would actually love to have a mega, and hopefully one day I'll actually make a mega. And here it is, so now we can add this to our profile as well. I know I'm going to be aging up some more Kai Juniors, but I'm gonna hatch some eggs before then. I hatched this egg, and we actually got a poodle, and I wouldn't mind making a neon poodle to trade. I think this is just poodle number 3, so we actually need one more, like if we're gonna make a neon. This time I'm hatching a royal egg, and we got you have absolutely got to be kidding me. Guys, we got a donkey out of our royal egg. Oh well, let's just keep hatching those eggs and hopefully we'll get lucky. We're gonna do this royal egg, and we got at least this time we didn't hatch a donkey, and we got a zebra. I'm thinking that's the only zebra that we've hatched so far out of these eggs, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check my inventory. If I'm being honest, I think that the like mega zebras are absolutely adorable. I hatched another egg, and guys, we got another donkey. donkey. Surely at some point we're gonna get a legendary out of one of these eggs. I'm gonna hatch another royal egg, and guys, I'm feeling kind of lucky. I mean, surely we're gonna get a legendary, and we got I hatched a robot. Guys, if you haven't noticed, we haven't gotten hardly any trades. I'm thinking that nobody actually wants our pets, so we're definitely going to have to be making some neons. I hatched another egg, and we got a corgi. At least it's an ultra rare. All right, first question that I need you to answer down below. If we do hatch a legendary, would you rather us get an alicorn or an ancient dragon? I finally got another trade for the day, and this person started out by adding in a neon ant. Now, usually I would never offer for a neon ant because I actually think they're really hard to trade. Then they added in a cat. You guys know that I think like making like neon cats and dogs is like super cute. In fact, most of the time I think they're actually easier to trade than the neon ants, and possibly like a neon donkey or something like that. So it's like a really good choice in my opinion, like if you're first starting out. I don't really care for the swordfish or the parakeet, and they're both ultra rare, so it seems like it could be a good deal for them, but I'd rather trade them away for this neon. It seems like they're going to go through with this trade, and if they do, guys, we'll have 2 neons to trade, plus we'll still have that Gaelic Fae that we're not going to trade at this point. And they accepted the trade, and I'm definitely excited to now have 2 neons to be able to trade. Then I had this person trade me, and they started putting in some random pets, so I decided just to add in some of my random pets. At first I added in a robot, but then they added in a robot to show me that they already had one and they weren't interested in it. So then I took out the robot and I actually put in like a camel. None of these pets is like really like great or anything like that. We have 4 of the mouse, so we can already make a neon of that, and we have a neon ant, so we don't need any more ants. But I do like this other pet, the Baconeko or Baconeko. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. So once I put in this camel, they actually took out like most of their pets, but I was definitely happy with this trade. Then I had this person trade me, and they're offering for our Neon Kai Jr., and they actually added in 6 Kai Juniors. And guys, we already have Kai Juniors. I mean, I guess this is like a pretty good trade, or it's a pretty good offer, but I'm just not interested in doing that because I have so many Kai Juniors to age up already, and we only have a week to do it. Then I had this person trade me to offer for my Neon Kai Jr. Guys, they put in this zombie wolf, and I just don't think it's worth the Neon Kai Jr. I would probably trade like a regular Kai Jr. for it, but I'm just not interested in this trade. And I'm pretty happy because we have 4 other Kai Juniors, and we don't have an extra because I'd like to be able to make another neon. So I'm just going to tell them no thank you. Then I had this person trade me, and I don't know why, but these people, like when they do this, they always take like the longest time to ask the question, and you think that they're going to like ask you if they can offer for a specific pet, but no, they're just asking if they can have free pets. And this person said, hey, I'm new. Like, do you think that do you have any pets that are unwanted? And I'm like, hey, I'm new too. Because I really started from not very much on this account. And I don't know why. Like, I just don't like it when people ask for like unwanted pets or for free pets. I just really feel like I'm making these videos just to show you guys like that you can go from nothing to something. And I just wish that they would like put in the work. And you know what? I don't even mind when people ask for free pets like in chat, but it just really bothers me when like random people trade me and ask me for free stuff. So eventually me and this person actually bonded over being new in the game, and they added a cat and a dog, and you know what I think? I actually like these better than say like the ant or the camel or maybe the mouse, but that's just my personal preference. So I added this ant to see if they were interested in that, and they were willing to trade their cat and their dog for this ant. And I was definitely happy with this trade because I'm hoping I can get 4 cats or 4 dogs and be able to make a neon to trade. So now I'm working on aging up these Kai Juniors. The cherry blossom has actually ended, and guys, I don't know how, but for some reason I didn't get it like on video, but I actually bought a mecha rabbit like with the cherry blossoms that I had left over. So I'm just very slowly growing this inventory. I had this person trade me, and they just put in a bunch of random pets, and so I started to add pets just to offer for them. I mean, their pets are definitely better than my pets, and I'm kind of always on the lookout for like ride or fly like at this point in the trading challenge because they're usually like easier to trade. But I guess this person didn't like my offer because they just declined the trade. Then I had this person trade me and offer for my Neon Kai Jr. They added in 4 Kai Juniors, which means we could make another neon. They added in this golden jaguar, which guys, I really like those. And they added in this icy porcupine, and I really like those. And then there's a couple of those toxic Kai Juniors, so we could actually make a neon one of those. And I just felt like this was a really good trade. So your second question for the video is, would you have done this trade or not? Then I had this person trade me, and they're offering for my icy porcupine. This icy porcupine is super cute, and it has pretty good value. At this point, when I'm recording this video, it's actually about equal to a ride potion. So this person added in a grave owl. I love those, but the value of them is not very high. And then they added in this falcon. I'm really not sure like what the demand on those is, but I think it's not very high, but I'm not really sure, guys. I'm just thinking it's not very high. So I told them no thank you because I just think it's an under offer. Then I had that same person offer again, and guys, this is just another under offer. I mean, I think that they're probably thinking that they're both ultra rares, which they are, but I think the icy porcupine at this point just has a lot better value. Then I had this person trade me and they put in an urchin. I think these are super cute, and they acted like they were going to keep adding. I went ahead and added like 2 ants to the trade. Well, I tried to go look at their profile, but it didn't say anything really. So then I added in 2 ants trying to offer for this urchin, which honestly I thought was a pretty good offer. Then I just accepted and then they declined. Then I had this person offer for my diamond egg. And you have to think like what's going to hatch out of this. We're either going to get a diamond griffin, a diamond unicorn, or a diamond dragon. And so whatever pet that they offer needs to be at least better than the diamond griffin. So if you wouldn't trade a diamond griffin for it, it's not worth it. So they put in this neon dog, and I definitely don't want to accept that for this diamond egg. And then they added this dog backpack. I know some people really like it, but I have a bunch of them on my main, so I know that they're not too difficult to get, and so I'm just not interested in this offer. Also, I really don't know if we should hatch this egg or not. So your third question is, would you hatch this diamond egg or not? Or I guess like try to trade it. Then I'm still working on these Kai Juniors so I can make another neon to trade. Then I had this person offer for my diamond egg. They added in this neon otter, which I mean, it's just a fine pet, but we could make one if we wanted to, and I just don't think it's a very good offer for this diamond egg. I would definitely rather have one of the pets that comes out of this diamond egg than a neon otter. Then I had this person offer for my diamond egg. They offered me this magma moose, which is an ultra rare. But anyways, guys, this was another no thank you from me. So I've been trying to grind on these Kai Juniors, and I'm collecting like the social stones or whatever for the Glormy Dolphin. I think it's super awesome that AdoptMe is allowing us to be able to easily get like a legendary as long as you play long enough. And I know if I friended a bunch of people, I would get them sooner. But the truth is, I just don't want to friend like a bunch of random people on Roblox. So I only usually have like another account online at the same time and we're friends. And so that's the only way that I'm getting like the social stones. So what that does mean is that it's going to take me a little longer to get the Glormy Dolphin. But from what I've heard, there's like a timeout. Once you like collect so many social stones, you can't get another Glormy Dolphin for so long or something like that. So I'm really hoping that it'll all work out in the end. And the truth is, every single person in AdoptMe that's playing right now is probably going to get a Glormy Dolphin at some point. So that really makes the like demand of them go down. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys were like really smart and got like 4 or 16 and made a neon or a mega like really quickly and traded it. But on this alt account, without having a bunch of friends, there's just no way that I can do that. And I'll just be happy if I get like 1 or 2 to be able to trade away later, or at least say that I have some legendaries on this account. And you also have to think about how crazy it is that AdoptMe just had this 1-month event where they had this AFK zone, and it really made like most of the servers in AdoptMe like ghost town. So there wasn't near as much interaction between players as there had been like before the event. And then they went immediately from that event to, hey, we want you to friend every random person that shows up on any server you're on. Then I had this person trade me and they put in a stroller, and I don't really care what the stroller is, guys. I think this is one that you can actually buy with bucks, which makes me not want it even more. But a pet will come out of this egg, and I really like to trade pets for pets. One thing is for sure, I'm so happy to have trading back to the way that it used to be before that cherry blossom event. A lot of the servers that I go on have people trading and in the middle of town, and I don't know, it just makes me so happy. Then I had this person trade me. They put in this golden egg. I'd rather have the diamond egg than the golden egg, and then they put in this retired egg, and I just was like, I'm not too excited about this. I actually told them no thank you, and then they started adding in some other pets, and I was like, okay, I could get behind this. I could do this trade. And then they added in a cabot, and I'm like, okay, I'm absolutely gonna do this trade. And I guess they were just trolling me because they declined the trade. Then I was finally able to get my first Glormy Dolphin, and I'm just so happy that that pet is actually cute. And here's a look at our inventory at the end of day 3. I think we're doing pretty good, and we have quite a few neons that we could actually make so that we could trade them. And don't forget, if you want to get entered to win this inventory, you have to watch all of the videos, comment with your Roblox username, and answer all the questions in each one of the video, and then I'll get you entered. It's Day 4 of our weekly challenge. We just have 4 days left, and here's a look at our inventory so far. I feel like we're doing really good. And if you remember from the last video, I'm actually trying to work on making another Neon Kai Jr. And then after I finish this Neon Kai Jr., I'll probably start working on a Neon Toxic Kai Jr. It's our first trade of the day, and they actually offered this Glormy Dolphin for this Neon Ant that we have. I'm definitely going to accept this. I think anytime you can get a legendary for a Neon Ant, then it's definitely an accept. I know a lot of people are going to have this Glormy Dolphin, but I have a feeling that it's actually going to be a popular legendary in the future. I mean, it might not be the most popular, but it's definitely a really cute pet. We started out strong with the trades, but then we got this trade, and this person offered a garden egg for our diamond egg. I'd much rather have the diamond egg than the garden egg. I do think some pretty cute pets hatch out of the garden egg, but this diamond egg is a guaranteed legendary. Then we got this offer for our diamond egg. They did offer a retired egg. I'm not exactly sure what all pets come out of the retired egg, and you guys know I have horrible luck hatching eggs. So I definitely just told them no thank you. Then I had that same person turn around and trade us to try to offer for the diamond egg again. They offered this Flyride Frost Fury, which I am definitely going to accept, but you know they're just trolling us, so they definitely declined. I'm not really sure why people do this, either so they can tell me no thank you, next, or just to show me that they have good pets. I'm not really sure. Then I had this person trade me, and they put in this Flyride Golden Dragon. I really don't have that much to offer them, so I just decided to start I put in both of my Corgis, and then I put in my Golden Jaguar, and I really could have kept adding, but honestly, guys, I really didn't have a good offer for them, and they didn't like my offer because they declined. Then I had this person trade me, and they're offering for my diamond egg, although they don't, but they said hey, I'm new, and what is that? So then I explained to them what hatches out of the diamond egg, and they were even curious how did they do it? And so I just told them you hatch it like you would any other egg. So then they put in this Lunar White Tiger, and I definitely just don't want to accept that for this diamond egg. And I'm so close to having this Kai Jr. aged up. I think I have one more after this before I can make another Neon, because remember, I'm using any of the age up potions or any of the mini age up potions that I have. Then I had this person offer me a Glormy Dolphin for this diamond egg, and guys, I thought about this for the longest time. I wasn't sure if I should accept it or not. I'm not really sure how many of these Glormy Dolphins I'm going to be able to get on my own. I'm not sure exactly what the value of them is going to be, but I pretty much just told them no thank you. I mean, I think it was probably a fair offer, but I thought a bunch of people have the Glormy Dolphin and not too many people have this diamond egg to trade. And I possibly would have done this trade if they would have added more pets. Then I had this person offer me a Robo Dog and then an Ornate Horned Frog. And again, guys, I'm there's 2 pets that I wouldn't mind getting out of this egg, and that would be the Diamond Unicorn or the Diamond Dragon. And I would actually rather have those pets than the Robo Dog. So that's why I decided to tell them no thank you. Then I had this person offer me this Ride Lunar Gold Tiger. And again, I would pretty much like any of the pets that came out of the Diamond Egg over that pet. Then I had that same person turn around and trade me again, and I liked actually the wings. I thought those would be really easy to trade, the pet wings, the pink ones. And then they did add in that mammoth or whatever, and I definitely thought we could probably get a really good offer for it. But they actually took out all that stuff when I didn't accept, and then they started adding in all this stuff, and I was I'm not really interested in any of that stuff. I'd rather have the diamond egg. So then when they had these strollers and this vehicle in here, I told them I prefer pets. I'd rather trade for pets. So they already had this Ride Lunar Gold Tiger, which I was that's okay. And then they added this Ride Mushroom Friend, and then this Neon Snorgle, and then another Neon, and I was I will definitely accept this. This will definitely make me happy. Even if I got the Diamond Unicorn, I'd be happy to take that trade, but they declined when I accepted. Then I had this person offer me a Ride Cobra, and I just would rather have the egg. Then I had this person offer me a bunch of random pets, and yeah, I'm just not interested, so I told them no thank you. Then I had this person offer, and they started off so strong. They added in this Fly Potion, then they added in a Ride Potion, and then they added in this Glormy Dolphin. Then they asked me to choose one, and I'm definitely choosing the Fly Potion, and I was there's no way they're gonna go through with this trade. So to my surprise, they actually took out the other stuff, but I'm yeah, I still don't think they're gonna go through with this. And guys, they did accept, and I was so happy to add this Fly Potion to my inventory. Then this person traded me, and they asked if they could offer for the Icy Porcupine. Have I told you guys yet how much I think this Icy Porcupine is the cutest? It is just just so darn cute. I can't even imagine having a neon or a mega. I really hope that I'm able to make a mega. And I always think that when someone's going to offer for something, like they're going to give you like a pretty good offer because it's probably a pet that they've been looking for, maybe for a while. So they've probably offered for a couple of them possibly. And this icy porcupine is so cute and it's an ultra rare. So it at least deserves, like if you were going to get an offer for it, surely it's at least going to be an ultra rare. But this person offered us a mole, an ant, and then they took those pets out of the trading window and then they added them back in, and then they added in a chocolate lab with it. So this was definitely a super under offer, and I definitely did not want to accept this for my icy porcupine. Then I had this person and they wanted to offer for my golden jaguar. They put in this tan chow chow, which I think is actually like really cute, and then they added in a corgi. Those are really easy to get. Really guys, I think these golden jaguars are going to be like really popular like in the future, especially like the neon and the mega neon versions. So maybe you would have taken this trade, but I just wasn't interested. So then I had this person offer for the golden jaguar and they put in this fly ride ancient dragon. I would definitely accept that for this golden jaguar, but then they said they wanted to trade for my stand, and I'm not trading away my trading stand. But if I had more than one, this would definitely be an awesome offer for a trading stand, or at least I think so. Then I had this person offer me a Glormy Dolphin. Remember, they're legendary for this golden jaguar, which I believe is an ultra rare. I know there's tons of like Glormy Dolphins out there right now, but I definitely wanted to accept this because it's a legendary. And I think I have a couple of the Glormy Dolphins, so it's possible to be able to make a neon, and that would be worth a lot. Then I put that Glormy Dolphin in my trading stand, and I had this person offer me a Frost Claw. I'm just not a big fan of this one, and I think that it's really hard to trade, so I told them no thank you. Then I got this trade, guys. This never happens to me. I don't think I've ever had someone trade me and ask me if they can offer for an orangutan. So it must have been my lucky day. I even offered them 3 orangutans if they wanted to offer for all of them, but they just wanted to offer for the one. And guys, they could have offered me pretty much any pet for this orangutan and I would have accepted, but they offered me 4 of the bacanecos or baconecos or whatever they're called. So now I can make a neon if I wanted. So I definitely accepted that. And remember that if you want to win this inventory at the end of the week or at the end of the 7 episodes or this season 1 challenge, then you need to comment down below with your Roblox username and answer any questions that I ask in the video. And you also need to watch the other videos in this season and go and do the same thing for those videos. So the first question that I want to ask for this video is like, what pet did someone ask if they could offer for that you were like, they could have given me any pet and I would have traded them this? Or in fact, I probably would have just given it to them. And if you can't think of a time when that actually happened, what pet would you just give away if you had it? And then look how close this last Kai Jr. is to being aged up so we can actually make a neon or another neon. Then I had this person offer for my Glormy Dolphin, and honestly, the Glormy Dolphin's a legendary. I do like the Warthog and I like the King Penguin okay, but I just like the Glormy Dolphin better. And for those of you that are like mesmerized by that frozen crown, like you can get lots of those if you just have lots of lures. Then remember we got those aura energy like feet or like pet wear or whatever like out of that robot like for the cherry blossom event. Well, this person asked if they could offer for the aura feet and the rabbit, the mecha rabbit or whatever. And I already told you that I'm definitely willing to trade both of those things away. And I couldn't wait to see their offer because honestly, when you have like pet wear like this, I don't even know what to ask for it or what to expect from it. I know these little like aura feet or whatever they are. I know they're legendary and there was supposed to be like a 1% chance that you would actually get it, but that still doesn't tell me like what they're worth. Like I have no idea. So I love it when people give me like this really good offer and I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going to pass that up. But instead, this person asked me if I could pick out something from their profile that I would trade for it. And guys, I really have no idea what to pick. And I'm checking out their profile and I do like lots of their pets, but I still have no idea what to pick. So then I just said like, I don't really know what to ask for them. So then they added in like this fishbowl and I think it's a legendary. I personally think it's like a pretty cool like pet wear, but I'm actually trading for someone else. So it's really hard for me because I don't know if someone else would think the fishbowl hat was like really cool. And then they added in this tan chow chow and I don't know. I just kind of felt like we could do better. And then they said, or they could do like a ride ginger cat. And guys, I know the tan chow chow and the ginger cat are like not too hard to get. And again, I have no idea like what to think of this fishbowl hat. So I just kind of was like, I just don't think this is a good trade for us. I kind of flipped through my inventory just to see if there was like something we needed like a fourth of so we could be able to make a neon. And I didn't really see anything. So I asked them if they could do like the Royal Palace Spaniel because I thought I'd be pretty happy about that because that's like a Robux pet. And what I really meant is like if they could add that. And then they said, I don't know. And then they just took like a really long time. And eventually like one of us just declined the trade. So my next question for you for the video is, do you like the Aura Energy like footwear or whatever or pet wear? Like, would you like to have it in your inventory or is it one of those like, it's okay? So then I actually finished up aging up that last Kai Jr. so I can make a neon. And guys, we're on to day 5. So now I'm going to start working on these toxic Kai Juniors and try to make a neon one of those. I had this person trade me and they put in this pup tune. I absolutely love the pup tunes. I think they're so cute, but I really didn't know what to offer for it. So I added in this corgi, but then they asked if they could offer for the icy porcupine. I was definitely hoping that they added quite a bit more than just this pup tune, but then they just added in a mouse and I'm like, yeah, I don't think this is a very good offer. So I told them no, thank you. Then I had this person offer me this fly ride Kieran for the Glormy Dolphin. I know it's a fly ride pet, but it's definitely just not worth the legendary, I think. The Kierans are just not worth that much, so the only good thing about it is that it is fly ride. But at this point, I actually think I have 4 Glormy Dolphins, so I could make a neon, so I'd rather just keep the Glormy Dolphin. And I finally took time to make this Neon Kai Jr., so now I have another Neon Kai Jr. to be able to trade. I think these are really cute as neons, and they're pretty easy to age up. Then I had this person offer a neon mouse for this Glormy Dolphin. This Glormy Dolphin is a legendary, and guys, these neon mouse or a neon mouse is just kind of hard to trade. And I definitely think that we could get more like out of this Glormy Dolphin. So now that I made that Neon Kai Jr., I'm definitely working on these toxic Kai Juniors, and they're going to take a little bit longer to age up, but I can't wait to see the neon. Then I had this person offer me a hot chocolate or a hot cocoa for this Glormy Dolphin, and I definitely wasn't going to accept that. Then I thought this was so strange, but this person actually traded my trading stand where I had this Glormy Dolphin, and then they added in 2 Glormy Dolphins, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll accept that. And then of course they declined, but why do people like waste their time even doing this? I have no idea. Then I changed out the pet in my trading stand to this Neon Kai Jr., and this person offered us a neon mouse and then a pet egg, or a cracked egg, I mean. And I know we can get a better offer. Then I was able to buy another Glormy Dolphin, and here's my inventory after a couple of trades. We have enough Glormy Dolphins that we can make a neon. We have that Neon Kai Jr., and I definitely need to remember to put that fly potion on my profile. Then I got this pretty crummy offer for my Neon Kai Jr., and so I definitely told them no thank you. And then I really felt like this trade was awesome. I didn't believe it at first, but this person put in a neon blossom snake, which I think they're so cute. And then they said, can you just give me 5 random pets? So of course I kind of put in some low tier, but then some like mid tier like pets, but just 5 random pets. And I was like, there's no way they're going to accept this. I hope they do, but there's no way they're going to. And guys, all I put in is this orangutan, a zebra, a swordfish, a corgi, and this Bakaneko or whatever. And they actually accepted this trade, and we got a neon blossom snake. I am just so excited about this trade. Then I definitely want to update my profile after that trade. And guys, looking back on it, I'm like, I don't have that fly potion in my profile, so I definitely need to add that. Then I had this person offer for my Neon Kai Jr., and I just really didn't want to accept this. There just wasn't anything like super special about this trade or this offer. So I'm just gonna finish aging up these toxic Kai Juniors, and hopefully I can make a neon like pretty quickly to try to be able to trade. Hey, and if you haven't already, I would love for you to like and subscribe. This is the end of day 5. It's day 6 of our weekly challenge. We only have 2 days left, and this is our inventory after the end of day 5. I feel like we're doing like really good after only 5 days. This is the last episode in season 1, so be sure to watch to the end so that you can get entered so that you can win part of this inventory. I've decided to have 4 winners since there's so much stuff, and I really just want to spread it out so that one person doesn't just get like this really big inventory. This was my first trade of the day, and guys, for for some reason, I mean, I had no idea, but this neon blossom snake is actually worth like quite a bit. And it's even worth more than a fly potion. I can really only trade on this account like the way that I would want it to end up, and I would rather have the neon blossom snake than the fly potion, but some of you guys may have made a different decision. But hopefully if you win, you'll be happy with what you win. This person offered a fly ride diamond dragon, which I actually like those like quite a bit, but the neon blossom snake actually has a higher value. If you watch any of my other videos, then you actually know that I love the blossom snake, so to have a neon, like I think that's super cool because I would love to have a mega blossom snake. Then I was able to buy another Glormy Dolphin. I don't know why, but during this event, I just didn't really play that much. I mean, I played enough to get a couple of these like Glormy Dolphins, but I don't know. I was just a little bit burnt out, so I took a little bit of a break. Then I had this person offer for the Neon Blossom Snake. They offered this Red Liam, which I absolutely love, but guys, values just said that they were like pretty under. Then they added this hamster, and if you watch my other trading challenge, then you know that it's pretty easy to get hamsters. So I just wasn't interested in taking this offer. Then I had this person offer for my Neon Kai Jr. Again, it seems like everyone has these Glormy Dolphins because they were really easy to get during this event, and the Rosy Maple Moth just doesn't have that good of value for a legendary. I know it's a neon for legendaries, but guys, I think that the Mega Kai Jr. would be so cool, and so this is already made neon, so it just means that you would be like that much closer. Value says that they were over, but I don't know. I mean, I just didn't want to take this offer. So if you remember from the last video, I actually finished making that Neon Kai Jr., so I decided to switch to the Toxic Kai Juniors and try to make a neon. I'm not sure that I'm actually going to have time to make a neon like Toxic Kai Jr., but I'm gonna try. And at least if I don't have time to make the neon, I'll have like a couple of them aged up so that someone else would just have to do a little bit more work to have a neon Toxic Kai Jr. So if you remember from any of my other giveaway videos, there's actually a couple steps I need you to take if you want to get entered. First, you need to make sure that you watch this whole video. And guys, you also have to go back and watch all the other episodes from this season 1 and comment with your Roblox username and answer the questions in those videos in order to be entered in the whole giveaway. Then I had this person trade me and they put in this neon snow puma. A neon snow puma would be like pretty easy to make, but I thought that I would just add as many randoms as I possibly could just to see if they take it, so that at least I would have like another neon to be able to give away during this giveaway. So I added my poodles, I added I think I had 4 of the mouse, and honestly, this was one of those trades, like would I be happy if it went through? Like definitely, but do I have to have this like neon snow puma? Definitely not. The next thing I need you to do to get entered into the giveaway is I need you to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Then I need you to head on over to roblox.com and type in britbritxyz, find my profile, and then click on my profile. Once you click on my profile, then click to add friend, and then go up to the little 3 dots above that and click to follow me. Then I need you to scroll down from there and click on Brit's Dewdrops. Once you click on the group, then you're going to click on Join Community. Then I had this person trade me to offer for my Neon Kai Jr. They added in this cracked egg. I already have one of those. Then they added in a mouse. I already have one of those. Then they added in a dog. But you do know I think that the dog is like really cute as a neon. I really wasn't interested in taking this offer for the Neon Kai Jr., so I decided to switch it and change out like the pet. I added these 2 ants because honestly, their pets aren't really worth that much either. And yes, I was kind of hoping that they would take it because I did want that dog, just because like I said, I think the neon dogs are really cute. And at least with the cracked egg, guys, we have a chance of getting like a better pet. And guys, they did accept, and so I was pretty happy with this trade, even though it was just like low tier pets. Then I had this person trade me and they just put in this Dracula parrot. This Dracula parrot is a legendary, but you guys know I'm not a big fan of it because I have so many of them on other accounts. But I decided that some of you guys might rather have like a legendary than some of these low tier pets, so I decided to just add in like a bunch of low tier pets and see if they would accept. I'm sure they don't get very good offers for this Dracula parrot, so I was just kind of keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that they would do it. I mean, you guys could say this was like a really low offer, and I guess it really was. And if they would have told me to keep adding, I probably would have kept adding like more pets to it. They did accept the first trade window, so I was kind of wondering if they were actually going to go through with this trade. But then they declined at the last minute, and I don't blame them at all. I'd rather have a legendary, obviously. And here's another look at our inventory. Not much has changed. finished, but we really are starting to make some progress. Anytime I start over or I work on an account like this, I'm always trying to get 4 of the same like low tier pets so I can make a neon so I can trade it. Then I had that same person with the Dracula parrot actually offer it for this Neon Kai Jr. and I definitely did not want to accept this Dracula parrot for that. Then I had this person offer me a bunch of low tier pets for this Neon Kai Jr. I just actually really like the Kai Jr. and especially the neon, so I just didn't want to take that offer. Then I went out and I was actually able to buy another Glormy Dolphin. So that makes 6 Glormy Dolphins, so we could definitely make a neon if we wanted to. And even if the value of the Glormy Dolphin is like pretty low right now, it is a really cute pet, so the value definitely might go up. So guys, this was actually the last day of this challenge, and so I kind of wanted to offer for some megas that I thought would be pretty cool to get. I saw this mega Peptoon, so I just thought, why not? Let's just try to offer for it and see if we could get it. My offer was actually like really low, but this is pretty much like all the good pets that I have. In fact, if they put this into values, I'm gonna say it's about worth as like about half as much as the Mega Peptoon is. So when they declined this trade, I was not surprised at all. But it definitely doesn't hurt to just offer sometimes because you never know. The Social Stones event has ended and the Gibbon event is here. I decided since I have a bunch of bucks on this account that I would go ahead and spend everything at this event since this is our last day. I bought 5 of the Gibbons just so that we would have them in our inventory in case we got anything out of these Gibbon boxes. Then I spent the rest of my bucks on the Gibbon boxes so we could open them and hopefully be able to make like another Gibbon or get one of the specialty Gibbons. I've already been to this event on one of my other accounts and I opened like a bunch of these boxes, like so many of these boxes. And it actually takes so many to get like 3 of the same item. Guys, I opened so many of these boxes on one of my other accounts and I never got the influencer Gibbon and I never got the stuff to actually make like a super Gibbon or the superhero Gibbon. So I'm not really like holding out hope that I'm actually going to be able to get like very many of the items that we need, but there's really no way to find out without just opening all these boxes. So I opened box after box after box. I even put the Gibbon box like on my hotbar so it would just be easier to like open them like one after another. And I'm really not even sure like which one I care to get. I mean, obviously I want to get the influencer Gibbon just so I can try to trade it, especially now like right at the beginning of the event because that's the best time to trade it because you're going to get the best offers probably. And it would be pretty cool to get like the Ringmaster Gibbon, I think. But on this account, I don't have enough bucks to buy enough boxes, like 40 of them, to be able to open to get the Ringmaster Gibbon. And then I guess like just any legendary would be good to get. But probably my favorite out of the 4 on the side is probably the Villain Gibbon. Okay, so I opened all of the boxes except for 10, and here's a little look at the inventory of the stuff that we actually got. It looks like the only one we're going to be able to make is like the fireman, so we're going to go over here and check it out. Or I guess it's the firefighter. And I was just checking to see if I had any of the other stuff, but I don't even think I have any of the other items to get any of these other ones. Alright, well that is really disappointing that we were only able to get the firefighter one, so I'm just going to open these other 10 boxes and see if we're able to get anything else. I already told you that I would love to get the influencer one, and I actually think the wings that come out, I think they're like folded paper wings or something like that. I think those are super cool. Anytime there's any event, I try to buy like one of everything, whether it be like petware or vehicles or pets or whatever I can buy. I try to always buy like one of everything or get one of everything. Do you remember last year when the hot air balloon actually came out of the Capuchin event? I love the hot air balloon and I think it's just so cool. All right, so let's finish up these boxes so we can see if we can get any of the other Gibbons. No, after all those boxes, we were only able to get the firefighter one. After that, I got this offer for my Neon Kai Jr. It's this Dimorphodon, or however you say it, guys. It is a legendary, but it has about the same value as the Neon Kai Jr., so I just would rather have the neon. Then I had this person offer the spinning teacup vehicle that just came out of this event that's going on right now. I'm not sure, but we probably got one on this account. I know I already have like 10 of them on one of my other accounts, so I think that they're pretty easy to get. They added in these 4 Kai Juniors, but I just don't have time to make a neon right now, so I wasn't going to take this because I thought you guys would rather have a neon that's already made. Then remember how I offered for that Mega Peptoon? Well, I saw this Mega Highland Cow, so I just thought I'm just going to offer for it. Again, my offer is probably like half the value of this Mega Highland Cow, but I just thought I would try. I mean, all they could do do is say no. And of course, that's exactly what they did, and I'm not upset about it, I was just trying. Then I had this person offer for just the regular gibbon. They put in this garden egg, then a camel and a kappa kid. Honestly, I really didn't know what to do. I probably should have taken this offer, but I mean, it's probably a fair offer. The truth is, I didn't have any more bucks to spend, but these gibbons are probably not going to be worth very much, like, soon. Then I aged up the second Toxic Kai Jr., so I still have 2 more to age up to be able to make a neon. Then I had this person offer me a Glormy Dolphin for this Neon Kai Jr., and I just told them no thank you. Then I had this person trade me, and they put in this Ride Diamond Dragon. I like the Diamond Dragon just fine, and it's a ride, and it's a legendary, so I decided to offer my Neon Kai Jr. to see if they would accept. Then they switched out this Diamond Dragon. They actually put in a Golden Griffin, and I don't know, I'd rather have the Neon. Then I had that same person offer for my Fly Potion. They offered this Ride Diamond Dragon, and I definitely didn't want to accept that. And then when they switched it to the Golden Griffin, I definitely didn't want to accept that either. Then I had that same person keep trading me over and over and over again, and they kept offering like pretty much the same exact thing every single time, and I kept telling them like no thank you. I don't think they had chat, but it was just driving me crazy. So then I actually tried to switch out the pet because I definitely didn't want to trade my Fly Potion for this offer. Then they traded me again with almost the same offer, guys. Then I had this person trade me, and they offered me 3 ultra rares for this Fly Potion, and I definitely didn't want to accept this. Okay, so let me explain to you how I'm going to do this giveaway. This is actually going to count for the May 2025 giveaway. You have until May 25th to get entered, and then I will announce the winners on June 1st of 2025. So to get entered, you actually need to watch all of the videos from this season and do all of the things that the videos ask you to do. On June 1st, I'll announce the 4 winners. And when I announce the winners, I'll actually accept your friend request, and then you will have 3 days to claim your prize, or you will forfeit, which means that you will not get a prize. So I'm going to split this inventory into 8 sections, and each winner will get to pick from 2 sections that they want. So whichever one of the winners actually meets me in the game first gets to pick first. Then whichever 2 that they choose off of my profile, I'll delete the other ones so that the next winner actually gets to pick between 6, and they'll get to pick 2 of those 6. So if you pick section 1, you get the Gaelic Fae. If you pick section 2, you get 6 of the Glormy Dolphins. Section number 3 is the Fly Potion. Section number 4 is the Neon Blossom Snake. Section number 5 is the Neon Kai Jr. Section 6 is the Firefighter Gibbon and the 4 or 5 gibbons. I think I have 4 gibbons and then the petware that like goes with them. Section number 7 is the Icy Porcupine, the Mecha Rabbit, and then any of the Toxic Kai Juniors that I have left. And then section number 8 is the Aura Energy that I have and those like paper folded or folded paper wings. Guys, I hope all of that makes sense. And guys, don't forget to comment down below on this video with your Roblox username so I know you want to get entered. Bye guys, until next time.